Yeah, people, the title is legit. I keep on seeing it in the industry. I keep on telling you guys, this shit is real. These authors, these mangaka continue to have health issues, and now the Seven Deadly Sins is going to be going on hiatus until January due to a surgery that the creator is undergoing. And I don't know exactly the specifics of what's wrong with him and stuff like that, but based on what I read, it's like I mean, how many more authors are we going to hear are just going through so many issues? I mean, between Kubo, recently finding out the creator of Bleach, he had health issues for 5 years. Yoshihiro Togashi, the author of World Trigger from Shonen Jump, he just went on a indefinite hiatus. And now the author of the Seven Deadly Sins, such an awesome series, is undergoing surgery. And it's sad. It really fucking is sad because it's like, how much more do we have to hear until some big change happens? And again, it could be that it's unrelated to work, but chances are is that it's something probably, I'm assuming, to do maybe with his back or his arm or something like that. Because you gotta think, if these guys are 20 hours a day sometimes hunched over on a storyboard drawing, yeah, they're gonna develop some back issues. They're gonna develop some arthritis in their wrist and all sorts of shit. So I'm imagining it's due to that. Again, I'm not gonna state that yeah it is, because I don't believe that it was actually mentioned what he's undergoing surgery for, but it just sucks to hear this shit because, my gosh, like, how many of these people are gonna continue to be distraught and their lives essentially destroyed, their bodies destroyed while doing this? It's like, they're bringing us great entertainment, they're making something special for us, but at the cost of what? Like, when does a line get drawn that they say, you know what, it can't go this far? And yeah, let's just read the article. Nanatsu no Taizai, aka the Seven Deadly Sins, to take hiatus until January due to author's hospitalization. The first issue of Weekly Shonen Magazine for 2017 is announcing that Suzuki Nakaba's Nanatsu no Taizai manga will be going on hiatus until January. The manga will be taking a break due to surgery, which Nakaba will be undergoing. As such, there is no chapter scheduled for Nanatsu no Taizai in the upcoming issue of Weekly Shonen Magazine. As a replacement, however, the manga will carry a special 4-page omake in lieu of the chapter. Here is the full translated announcement. Message to Nanatsu no Taizai readers. Like always, thank you very much for reading the Seven Deadly Sins. Due to Nakaba Sensei's hospitalization as a result of surgery, Seven Deadly Sins will be on hiatus for a while. Please do not be worried. His medical condition is not serious and he is fine. Hold the phone before we go any further. I just gotta say, what do you mean his medical condition is not serious? If he's gonna be going like a month without making manga, these people that they're very passionate about it, they don't want to stop. I doubt this man really ever takes any breaks like that. It's not like he goes, months and months without doing chapters and shit like that. If he's gonna be hospitalized and undergoing surgery, regardless of what, it's serious. Unless he's getting like some sort of colonoscopy or something just for the sake of getting it, I don't see how this isn't serious. Honestly, it's like, I think they definitely want to underplay it so that people don't get worried and stuff like that. Maybe it's just that I'm thinking too much because I keep hearing all these creators are getting sick and stuff like that, but I think it is a bit serious. If you're going to be undergoing surgery, if you're going to be hospitalized to the point where you can't even work for over a month, yeah, that's serious. Also, despite the main series being on hiatus for a while, the special side stories will continue being published. The main series serialization is scheduled to be resumed in issue 7 of 2017. It will be available on January 18th, Wednesday. Weekly Shonen Magazine editorial department. Also below is a handwritten message from Nakaba that says the following. I'm sorry to have to pause, but I plan to resume editing as soon as the medical allows, but we'll be also keeping in touch at the miniseries. Thank you so much for continuing to read, and we'll see each other very soon. And there's a nice little drawing that he did of Meliodas as well. It's like, I mean, honestly, as much of a fan as I am of the Seven Deadly Sins, and I enjoy it and I love it, fuck it, whatever. We're not gonna get chapters until, January. I can deal with it. That's, pretty much over a month and a half, because January 18th, we just started December. That's over a month and a half. Fuck, whatever. I love the series to death and all that shit, but what can you do? I think my main concern, and I think it should be everybody's main concern, is the fact that this man man is undergoing surgery, you know, regardless of what, anything can happen, you know, there could be some complications, something like, I really hope that everything goes very well for this man. I hope everything is fine. I hope he has a very, very speedy recovery and he's just okay, because it sucks to hear this shit. It really does. And I keep on making these doom and gloom videos, but every time I see something bad or whatever, I gotta address it to make sure that I let people know what's going on, especially fans of the Seven Deadly Sins. They're gonna be like, yo, it's been a month, where's my chapters? Well, now you know, until mid-January to late January, we will not be getting any chapters of the Seven Deadly Sins. We will be getting the spin-off, you know, little manga, which I personally don't read it or whatever, but that'll be continuing to come out. But the main series, and it sucks too, because the series just got to that flashback and things are actually starting to get interesting and stuff like, well, not starting to get interesting, but once again, it's continuing to be interesting, finding out about, you know, 3,000 years ago what happened, and yeah, now we're going to have to wait. And that means, of course, again, no chapter this week, which I was going to wait and do a double chapter review of the latest chapter and so on and so forth. But in the meantime, I'll probably do some sort of speculation video or maybe an in-depth discussion about what's been going on in the recent, you know, events of the war and stuff like that. So maybe I'll do that to tie us over into the next chapter, because it will be over a month and a half until I get to talk about Seven Deadly Sins. And that really sucks in and of itself as well. You know, not being able to, hey, you know, this happened with Meliodas and that, especially because I just started reviewing it a few months back, you know. Let me know what you guys think. How do you feel about this? Do you feel as though they're underplaying it? The fact that the man is undergoing surgery, he's obviously having some sort of serious situation, he's going to be hospitalized, and they're saying, oh, don't worry, it's nothing serious. Like, do you think that they're underplaying it just to not make people worry? Also, once again, do you feel as though the manga creators are not getting what they deserve, as far as like, they shouldn't be working in these conditions? They really shouldn't, because I can almost guarantee that whatever it is caused to the fact that this man is probably drawing 20 hours a day, hunched over on a storyboard, to the point where his arms and his back and his whole entire body is probably killing him. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's just something, a very simple procedure. Maybe it has nothing to do with him writing and drawing at all. Maybe he's 100% fine and it's something very small, and, you know, it's just a matter of, hey, you know, they got to be safe and make sure he gets the appropriate amount of time to rest up. So hopefully that's the case. I wish him the best. You know, again, I hope nobody really takes this to the point of like, oh, fuck that shit, I want my chapters. At the end of the day, he's a human being. Have some respect. And your overall thoughts of the situation. Shitty stuff to hear, but this is too sad. Just, you know what? Have an awesome day. And Nakaba Sensei, I can't wait for your speedy return. See ya.